Okay, hi. Here are a couple of lessons I want to talk about or share with you concerning sickle cell disease. Now, we hear about sickle cell disease and we think only in terms of crises. In other words, child has an infection, he has a fever, has high temperature, he has, you know, he gets tired, and all of a sudden he's bent, doubled over in pain, pain in his feet, his hands, his stomach, and so on and so forth. Or all of a sudden he's playing and all of a sudden he faints and he passes out because there's sudden loss of blood as a result of hemolytic crisis. So you have those two major forms of crisis. You've got the pain crisis, the acute brain pain crisis, and then the hemolytic crisis. And most of them are connected. Most of the others are connected to this. There's the sequestration crisis, of course, when again there's a sudden loss of blood because the spleen just suddenly mops up all the blood in the system. Well, not all, but a large percentage, a significant percentage of blood in the system, and then the peripheral blood flow is limited because of not enough blood, and so the child is in pain and is a crisis. People just talk about those. There's something, in my opinion, more important and more insidious going on that many times we don't pay attention to because we're just crisis focused. We're just emergency focused. What is going on in many of these kids and adults, obviously, is that there's something called a more than usual breakdown of the blood cells, the organs, the tissues. It's called a state of hypercatabolism, a state of hypercatabolism. Catabolism simply means that the body is being broken down. Hyper obviously means that it's excessive. So there's hypercatabolism going on. And this is what tends to send individuals with sickle cell disorder to an early grave, in addition to the crisis. But if you don't deal with the condition of hypercatabolism, the excessive breakdown of cells, tissues, and organs, you're not going to be able to help these kids and these adults much because you've got to be able to feed and reduce that state of hypercatabolism, but also provide the tools and the resources and the building blocks for these kids to recover because the body is looking for all the building blocks to repair itself once it breaks itself down. It's looking to repair itself. And you have to provide them with the raw materials to repair themselves, what the cells and tissues and organs that is. So you need to, in addition to whatever else you're doing, folic acid, antimalarials, vitamin C, whatever else you're doing to help improve the blood contents, you've got to address the breaking down of the cells around the body. If you don't do this, you're fighting with both hands behind your back, blindfolded, and probably one-legged as well. So it's really important that you pay attention to this. All right, God bless. Bye.